Hello, beautiful souls, and this is Mariana and Stefan with Raw Vegan Blessings. Welcome to our channel and to our high vibrational reality. Today, we're going to share with you our recipe for raw vegan onion zucchini flatbread made with love, intention, and of course, joy and homemade spices. We're starting with 1.5 cups of soaked overnight mix of pumpkin and sunflower seeds. Easy to digest, rich in healthy fats and minerals, and great for your skin and energy. We're blending them with 1 cup of fresh ground flaxseed and 1/4 cup of psyllium husk to support balanced digestion and cleansing. Then we're adding 1 medium size chopped shallot, and we also will thinly chop julienne style 1 more medium-sized shallot, but we will put it on a side because we will use it in later stage of the process. We're using 5 medium-sized yellow zucchini, 4 of which we will cut and blend together with the pumpkin seeds, shallot, ground flaxseed, and psyllium husk. And one of the zucchini, again, we will thinly chop julienne style and again leave aside for later use in the recipe. This is how they should look. We will use them later on in the recipe, and when the bread is ready, you can taste their juicy flavors. We start with 1 cup of filtered water to blend everything together. And of course, as always, I use this time to infuse our food with love and light, with pure intentions, with prayers for joy, health, calmness, peace, high vibrations, high frequency, and bliss and gratitude. Now it's time to add 1 more cup of filtered water. I decided to add the water step by step just to make sure that the consistency will be the right one, as a thick jelly-like consistency. Of course, we are blending again everything together with patience, intention, creating our healing food, our medicine food, because food can be either our medicine or our poison. You can see the bread butter is ready. Gel-like consistency with the help of the ground flaxseed and the husk that are rich in fiber and in raw living protein. The consistency of the butter is exactly how it was supposed to be. Now we can add our homemade spices. The recipes are included in the description below this video. We love using our cayenne pepper, 2 teaspoons. Look at this bright red color. It's the healing frequency. We're also adding our homemade purple onion salt, again 2 teaspoons for more onion flavor and antioxidants. And we also are adding our homemade celery salt, full of minerals and antioxidants and free of preservatives, 2 teaspoons again. We like Celtic salt, adjust the taste to your liking. Plus, we also like to add organic coconut amino acids. We love the sweetness in the taste of the coconut amino acids. And now is the time for the final process. We are adding chopped fresh dill. And now is the moment to add our thinly chopped julienne style shallot and julienne style zucchini. The moment has arrived for them. Look at that. Look at these beautiful, bright, and living colors of the bread. Isn't it magical? Isn't it beautiful? Magnificent? This is the food, this is the information, this is the color that you are going to infuse in your body. Ready to mix everything together again with high frequency emotions, thoughts, intentions, gratitude, aligning with the food that you're preparing for yourself and for your loved ones, aligning with Mother Nature, aligning with the source, aligning with the Creator within. This is not just a raw vegan onion zucchini bread. This is self-healing medicine. This is the most powerful fuel of your magnificent avatar, your body, where you, as a divine essence, as a limitless soul, reside. Of course, we covered the dehydrator tray with baking paper, and for the first dehydrator tray, I decided to use the 6 very large spoons of the bread butter. This is another moment for meditation for me because while I shape the butter over the baking paper, my thoughts go along with the smoothness of my movements. It's a moment of calmness for me. It's a moment of balance. It's a moment of harmony. Not perfection, not at all, but just joy and bliss while being immersed in the smoothness of my thoughts and my movements. Very often, when I prepare our raw food meals, I think about all the people that haven't discovered yet the truth about raw food, the truth about health, longevity, happiness, prosperity. Yes, the food we consume is closely connected with the prosperity we consciously create for ourselves and our loved ones. The food we consume becomes part of us, becomes part of our energy, part of our vibrational signature of our frequency. When the food is high vibrational, we build high vibrational signature for ourselves. This signature is actually the tool that we use to consciously create and consciously manifest our personal reality with the universe. Let me get back to the recipe. So the thickness should be to your liking. I did the first tray a little bit thinner, around 1/4 inch thickness, and I've divided it on equal 4 pieces. In some spots, you might need to cut the julienne onions and zucchini with the knife or spatula, but even if you do not do it, it's still gonna be okay. In the past, I used to strive for perfection. How little I knew that perfection shouldn't be the goal. The journey is the goal, the process is the goal, the steps are the goal, especially who you become while you are on the journey, while you are in the process, while you are on the steps to your alignment with your highest potential. So let's get back to the recipe again. With the second tray, I used more of the butter. I used more than 7 very large spoons, which I wanted to spread as more thicker consistency. In this way, I would have 2 different thickness in the bread consistency and decide which one is to our liking. Especially Stefan needs to have the last approval because he is the one that loves consuming our raw living gourmet meals. He loves our food. So many times I prepare for him lunches and dinners and I end up eating only fruit mono meals. It is very important to distribute evenly the batter so we can have the bread with the same consistency everywhere. If some spots are thinner, they will become crispy after 18 hours in the dehydrator. And they still gonna be delicious, but they will be more as a crackers recipe. So make sure you spread the butter evenly, infused with all the light, all the magic, all the love you have. This is your creation. This is your intimate communication with Mother Nature, with the universe, and with your body, your magnificent vessel. The second tray, because it was bigger size, I decided to divide it into more pieces. We usually consume our flatbread with homemade salsa or homemade hummus spread, homemade raw vegan cashew and almond cheese, or homemade guacamole. I'm absolutely sure you can be even more creative than us and pair this delicious raw vegan onion zucchini bread with something else. We sometimes pair the bread with milky cauliflower. The recipe is included in the description below this video, or with nutritious raw spinach soup recipe of medical medium. Again, the recipe is included below this video. But even with only cashew cream cheese and few sun-dried olives, this is a very delicious meal, infused with your essence, with the frequency of your spiritual DNA. We dehydrated the onion zucchini bread for 18 hours at 115 Fahrenheit temperature. 6 hours later, we flipped both trays and we removed the flatbread from the baking paper, left on the tray on its own so it can get more evenly dehydrated. This is something that I chose to do because I always have great results with it. But if you like your bread to be still soft, but you don't have the time after 6 hours to flip the bread and remove it from the baking paper, I would suggest that you can just put the settings on the dehydrator for 20 hours instead of 18 hours. Look at the colors of this raw magic, the herbs, the veggies. This is color therapy. This is our body and soul, and also very delicious color therapy for our own being. 18 hours later, our raw vegan onion zucchini flatbread is ready, and it smells delicious and it is soft as a regular bread, but without the gluten, without the cooking, and without the preservatives. This is your creation with the gifts of Mother Nature. You can see that we also included our spinach bread, and the recipe is in the description below the video too. But most importantly, now you see Stefan in his power. His most favorite moment to try out our creation fresh out of the dehydrator. Our choice for today's lunch meal is to pair it with onion zucchini bread with our homemade salsa and milky cauliflower. Of course, the recipes are included in the description. I just want to share something very honest with you. When I was editing this video, I was on one of my mini juice fast cleansing protocols for 7 days, and believe me, it was very difficult for me to look at the pictures and the videos of this delicious bread, especially when I knew the taste and the softness and the smell. It was a little bit challenging for me. Here you can see Stefan, of course. He loves to be very aesthetic with his food, habit of many years being in the restaurant business. Also, he is very particular about what he loves and how it looks and how it makes him feel. And this is something that very much we have in common with him. We together do not tolerate anymore dead, processed, unhealthy food, toxic relationships, limiting beliefs, and fake identities. Consuming raw living foods, it's really detoxifying your whole being, not only your body, but also your mental state, your emotional state. It is cleansing your alignment with the best version of yourself. Their frequency connects you with your authentic truth, and you're not anymore receptive to mass manipulation and addiction. As you can see now, Stefan has prepared his bread with our homemade salsa. He topped it with our milky cacao flour, and of course again he used our homemade spices. And the magic is ready, and he is consuming this delicious magic, this nutritious, healing, detoxifying, raw living food. I hope you enjoyed preparing the onion zucchini bread with us. Many raw vegan blessings from Mariana, Stefan, and Oregon. And remember, stay authentic. This is your truth and this is your power.